Hello, my name is Warner Shaw. Here at Pacific University, student athletes are held to a high academic standard. In this video, you will see just what it takes to be a student athlete here at Pacific. It is not an easy task, but it is something that we are all willing to do for the sport that we love. Enjoy the show.
I'm Zach Porsche, play football at Pacific University, from Olympia, Washington originally, and my major is exercise science.
I'm Bronson Bretto, play football from Hawaii, and I'm majoring in political science.
My name is Sam Gasecki, I play football at Pacific University. I'm a wide receiver, I'm from Bremerton, Washington. I'm an exercise science major and a business minor.
Coach Brandon Akiona, defensive assistant here at Pacific University.
I chose Pacific University because, well, first it let me continue my football career, and secondly, I'd heard a lot of good things about the academic program, and I don't know, I wanted a good education while still being able to play football.
I chose Pacific because it was a place that I felt I could play football, continue my football career, and get a great education at the same time.
For Pacific University, I think the main thing that separates us, not makes us better or worse or anything, but just separates us from other student athletes is the fact that we're not given like special treatment over here. Like I mean, as you know, it's a small college, whatever. We play sports as an extra thing, but the main thing here that we have is our education. That's what we're coming here for. So, I mean, think about like D1 athletes or whatever, they have minimal courses during the year. They have to focus on their sport or whatever. I mean, they go to like summer school or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of people. I'm sorry. There's a lot of what I'm trying to say is there's a lot more to it over here at Pacific.
I think our student athletes here at Pacific compares very well to other campuses. I think we, as student athletes, actually stand out further than some of the bigger programs just because of, you know, the idea of that we're not just athletes. You know, our kids here, team GPA-wise, you know what I mean, is a big deal, you know. I'm not gonna say we're all 3.0 students, but we have one goal, one ambition is to make sure that our kids, you know, get the academic side taken care of.
If I had to do it all over again, I really liked the family atmosphere. That was one of the big reasons they got me. And then as I kind of learned more about their sports, I liked how they didn't make athletics first. They stressed academics first. But I don't know, I like the combination of the three really got me here, so I'd do it again.
At Pacific University, I think a main thing to understand is that the faculty and the staff here are definitely behind the student athletes, 110%.
The coaches, yeah, they're always interested in how we're doing in school. See a coach in the hallway, he'll ask how classes are going. But anytime you need help in a class, the professor's always willing to help you.
I think the coaches really help reinforce that the student comes first.
Like I've gone to plenty office hours out of the blue. He wasn't even ready to have office hours, but he helped me out.
Sports like football, it wouldn't have been brought here if they didn't think it was a good idea to have that kind of diversity on this campus.
They offer like study time, or they say if you need to study or you have to do something, then you can do that instead of practice. Well, not instead of practice, but like they want you to do better at school, and they understand that football is a luxury, not that a necessity like more of the bigger schools tend to be seen.
Over here, I think that the school does a very good job preparing you for life after college, because I mean, there's so many things going on. Even though it's a small university, we're gifted here with so many things that a lot of places aren't. You know, we have a lot of career expos. There's a lot of, I mean, there's always something going on that you can better yourself for, like whether it's just for your major or if it's for other studies, or I mean, study abroad even. Like, there's a lot of things here that Pacific University does to help out and prepare you for the real world. And yeah, I think they do a very good job with that.
I think it does really well on getting us prepared for life after college, mostly because of the extra classes that we have to take. Like, some other schools don't do the focal study system, which helps us get more well-rounded, per se. And the time commitment that you need to finish school here definitely prepares you for like having the big job and deadlines and everything. You have to be ready to put in the hours to do whatever your chosen job is. Our student athletes are very much student athletes. They're students first. Most of the reason being because if you don't perform well in the classroom, then you won't be able to perform on the field or on track or whatever your chosen sport is. So I think that aspect, students, it's definitely student first.
You just gotta make sure you stay on your stuff. Have everything laid out how you're gonna do stuff that day, plan it out. When you get free time, do some homework. Because most of the time you're gonna be working out, training, practice. You gotta fit the homework in when you can.
Because Pacific is one of the higher rated schools academically, in the area at least, and we're very high up athletically, being able to produce both in the classroom and on the field or whatever you play, it's very rewarding.
I feel that I mean, overall, it's a great thing that they make us do this, because we're not one-track minded, you know, and as a liberal arts university, they're basically setting us up for the future, you know, like you're not always gonna just have one set path, you know, there's gonna be different things that you're gonna have to go through in life, and like especially like the focal studies situation over here, they're definitely making us open our eyes and see different kinds of studies and different kinds of things, and it's just basically preparing us for the real world, and I think that it's a great opportunity. I mean, it's hard, it's tough, because, you know, you think, oh, I'm coming here for one reason, I want to major at this thing, I want to just get through it or whatever, but I mean, it's only helping us out. It's a betterment for it.
But that's that in general, you know. Pacific definitely has student athletes and students that work together to achieve, and they work their tails off, like I said earlier, you know. And the one thing about that is it makes coaching a lot more fun here on campus, because we got kids that are interesting in all aspects.
Sometimes I feel like it's not fair. I don't like having to do all those extra classes, but when I get done with them, I realize that I'm like a more well-rounded person. Like, I know Spanish now, never knew Spanish. Taking business classes, even though my major is exercise science. It just helps you learn more things than you would normally at a...
I think the fact that most of us won't be going bigger kind of helps the attitude that we need to do well in school to get a good job. Because like the big name schools, they all have a chance, well, most of them have a chance of going higher, so they don't feel like they need to finish their degree as much. Because they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna be a star, so I'm gonna go to the NFL and make a bunch of money. Whereas here, we need the degree to make money. There's less of a chance of us going bigger to make millions potentially in professional sports.
A typical Pacific University athlete at this school would have to deal with time management and definitely balancing their schedule. I feel like that's the number one issue when it comes to student athletes over here, because, you know, we have we have a lot of work to do here. The school isn't easy. It definitely isn't the easiest school, you know. I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the best in the Northwest. That rhymed. But it's true, and it's because they don't, you know, they don't let us slack off. We don't get the opportunity to do that. Even if you're not an athlete over here, it's still tough.
But it's worth it. Playing football still is worth the extra time commitment, the things I have to give up for school and sports. That's what it is. We're playing football because we love it and we want to just play it 4 extra years.
I would like to say that Pacific University is a place for students to feel comfortable. It's a place where, by feeling comfortable, they can succeed. When they succeed, that means their goals that they set forth at the beginning of their 4 years will be close to being met when their 4 years is up. The choice of furthering it in grad school is there. The choice of taking on a job in 4 years is also there. No matter what, I think our student athletes here will have the ability to be successful in anything that they embark on. And that being said, it makes me proud to be a part of Boxer Nation. It makes me proud to be here at Pacific University. And honestly, you will be making a great decision if you chose Pacific University.